have given a lot of points on JDPI and resume writing. That's very good, sir. I want to know that what's your way to teach a GDPI and resume, how to write a resume at the fresher level.
Right. Three different points, sir.
Yeah,
GDPR
three different
resume.
points, obviously.
You see, the first thing that I believe in is, because I am a behavioral trainer, I believe in experiential learning. What I mean by experiential learning is the students, they should go through the actual experience. So rather than telling the students about do's and don'ts of GD and PI and things like that, we ensure that the students, they go through that experience first. The difference is, for example, if suppose we say that if suppose you have to learn how to play cricket, you generally don't tell you will generally not tell the candidate that this is how you have to hold the bat, this is how you have to hold the ball, and this is how you have to ball. There is no theory involved in it. You go in the ground, you hold the bat, you start playing cricket, and once you start playing, later on, of course, there can be the guidance can be provided.
Obviously.
So that is the approach which I follow during group discussion and personal interview as well. So what usually we do is we will invite the people from companies like managers from, say, Tata Aeronautics Limited, and say team leads from companies like Mastercard, and say Asia Pacific manager of Tata LXI, like people who are into a habit of interviewing students. So we call these people as experts. We conduct mock group discussions, we conduct mock interviews for the students, and then we provide them individual feedback. Once individual feedback is provided, we are also able to identify their strengths, their weaknesses. So we help them understand that these are your strengths, this is what you should utilize while participating in group discussions, or these are the points on which you should focus when you will be appearing for your personal interviews, right? And these are your weaknesses. So rather than using the word weaknesses, we use the word area of improvement. So these are your areas of improvement wherein you should improve, and then we provide them guidance accordingly. So this is about GD and PI. And you also asked about resume writing.
Right.
Well, these days I have seen that the students, they are copying formats of resume from different websites. There are many people, there are many students who are doing it.
Yeah.
I will suggest that what the approach that we adopt is, like I said, we first help the students through experiential learning. We help the students identify their strengths, their weaknesses, and once the students, they are aware of their strengths and weaknesses, with the help of that, we help them understand that how to highlight your strengths on your resume. And that is how then later stages wherein we try and understand as to what is important for the company. So one is what are our strengths, another is what is important for the company. Keeping these two perspectives in mind, we ensure that all the things are first listed, and on the basis of whatever content is listed, we decide which particular how to design or how to format that particular resume. So I would say that the students, they learn resume writing in a very individualistic and customized manner. That is how we conduct resume writing for
Right. Most of the time I saw that they don't understand the meaning of resume. They don't know that on behalf of him, resume represent them.
Right.
So
right,
what the
right.
qualities we should represent over there.
Yes, something very important, because you see, if your resume is neat, then it shows a number of times I have seen that the students are very casual about resume writing. Try to understand, this is for the students, try to understand that resume writing is really, really important. Also try to understand that the HR people are aware that you get the opportunity to write your resume far before you are appearing for the interview. Okay, so you get enough time to prepare that document. So there are few things which are checked from the HR's perspective.
Right.
First is, if your resume is neat, that shows that the candidate is neat, right? If your resume is well organized, then that shows that this candidate understands as to how to organize the data. These days the whole world is about data science and all, right? So it is very important that the candidate has a clear understanding as to how to organize his resume, because if his resume is well organized, that shows that he understands how to organize data. Another thing is, sometimes the students, they will make some silly mistakes in resume, like some spelling mistakes, some editing mistakes, formatting mistakes.
Right.
This should not happen. Why? Because if your resume has errors, then it shows that you are not attentive while writing the resume. And most of the companies, they operate above 6 Sigma level. So by above 6 Sigma level, we mean that the accuracy which the companies, they maintain is above 99.9999%, right? So errors is something that the companies cannot digest, right? That too in your resume, a document that is going to represent you.
Right.
So, and if you have an error-free resume, that shows that this candidate has the ability or attention to detail is something.
Obviously.
that is really important for the companies, which can be.
If
And in-
obviously if someone committing a mistake on their document, that's meant while if the company will select them, then obviously at the time of working they can also do these kind of things.
Right. So these are, I must say that these are the most important points. Apart from that, one additional point I would like to add: if your resume is professional, if it has a professional format, then it shows that that this candidate has put in some sincere effort. And whenever he will be hired in the company, again, if provided with enough time, he has he has the ability to gather enough content, and he has the ability to organize it in proper manner, and he will put in sincere effort and come up with some professional content like he has done with his resume as well. So these are the things which are, this is the first impression that goes to the HR even before the candidate approaches the HR. The resume of the candidate goes into the hands of the HR, right? So this is the first impression which a candidate can create with the help of resume.